Hey, how's everybody doing once again? So, for some of you who may not know about the Spotify podcaster Joe Rogan, he's been in a whole lot of hot water and controversy as of lately pertaining to some rude, not only rude, but transphobic comments as well as racist comments before as well. As a matter of fact, there's a current story going around by a guy who claims to be his watchdog, so to speak, who has released receipts and screenshots of some very rude, offensive, from rude, offensive, racist comments to transphobic comments. One of them being making fun of Asian peoples, as you would say, or so to speak, Asian accents, and even going as far as calling people, for lack of better words, retarded, who may find offense to being made fun of whenever someone may make fun of Asian people's vernacular or language. He also, not only that, has went as far as calling the actress Miss Angelina Jolie crazy because little did he know, due to her current condition, that she suffers from Bell's palsy. So his response was that explains why she's crazy, because crazy comes with all kinds of neurotic, the S word. But my point of saying this story, informing you all about this current story and controversy with the host Joe Rogan. By the way, I first started hearing about this guy in particular, Joe Rogan, by the show Fear Factor. For some of you people that may remember the show, the game show Fear Factor from back in the days. For some of you who don't, look it up. I'm sure there's older clips on YouTube, even streaming services such as Tubi. But my point in saying this is, do you all think Joe Rogan should be counseled on behalf of his rude and offensive comments he has been making about people from minorities to transgender people? And speaking of which, he even has addressed African Americans as the N word several times on previous podcast shows of his as well. Not only that, but he even went as far as, now you can't tell me this is not racist by any long shot. He even referred to African Americans, I don't know if it was during one particular incident or several other occasions, as Planet of the Apes, which I found to be very racist and offensive by me being a fellow African American or black person myself. Speaking of which, Whoopi Goldberg made comments recently on her show, which I believe is The View, that was not really racist, at least judging from my vantage point. I mean, true enough, she mentioned something about Jews, which was pertaining to the Jewish Holocaust, which happened ages ago. On top of that, and I personally didn't find them offensive at all. But to each their own. Now, on the other hand, how he's still the show, Joe Rogan, he's still the host of his podcast. I believe it's called the Joe Rogan Podcast. By the way, it may be several other clips from previous shows or episodes before, if they weren't already flagged or taken down. But I just don't feel like it's fair how, with the comments that Whoopi Goldberg made. By the way, she's an actress slash former comedian, now current daytime talk show host, got suspended on behalf of the remarks she made, which is just about the Jewish Holocaust. Yet instead, this guy, this scumbag, this piece of shit, excuse my language, still is the host of his show. And I just wanted to get all of your feedback about whether his show should be canceled indefinitely. Not only that, whether he should not, on top of that, get any royalties from this show if it is canceled for good. Now, judging from what I read from other sources, pertaining to other sources, there are some previous episodes, a few previous episodes and shows that have already been taken off the air due to his racist and controversial, also offensive comments. But I personally feel like this guy podcast should be indefinitely suspended or canceled, when him getting no residual income, no royalties, none of that. And for some of you who would like to know more about this particular story, because it's one of the he's one of the top trending, once again, one of the top trending people as of right now, currently right now, due to his offensive, controversial comments. Once again, his name is Joe Rogan. By the way, if you would like for me to attach the link to the article pertaining to some of the comments he made, I will have it attached right down below in the description box. Last but not least, feel free to subscribe to the channel, because I will be releasing more and more new content in the not so distant future on this particular channel, Mr. Derek. Also, like the channel, leave your comments. Don't be shy about leaving your comments on how you feel about this particular issue either in the comment section. Until next time, have a blessed day.